So how do we get the wand now?
Something wasn't quite right about our royal friend. Broken-hearted he is, or I'm broken-headed.
The king is?
Lacking enthusiasm, it looked like. And because he's broken-hearted, the whole kingdom's being dragged down with him.
What are we waiting for? Let's go find the piece of heart he's missing.
Blimey, you don't need much encouragement, do you?
That guard outside of town was short on enthusiasm too, huh? Indeed he was, Ollie boy. Like I say, I reckon the king's brokenheartedness is dragging everyone else down with him. But the other guard gave us some of his enthusiasm to help his friend. Should we go? We should go ask him for some more. No, man. Don't go doing that. There's a very important rule about borrowing pieces of people's hearts. There is? What is it? Well, you can't go taking the same piece of heart from the same person twice, see? One little scoop of the top is all it's safe to borrow. Gee, I didn't know that. I'll be sure to be real careful from now on. So what do we do, Mr. Drippy? We trawl the town for someone else with get up and go plenty, ain't it? It's a sleepy old place, but there's bound to be someone somewhere. The only problem is where. Ding Dong Dell's not exactly village size after all. You might even say it's proper massive. Guess it kinda is, huh? In something of a quandary, are we? Flippin' heck, man, don't scare me like that! Hi, Mr. Tellingstone. You seem perplexed, my young friends. I thought you might benefit from a dose of my expansive knowledge. Thanks, that's real nice of you. You see, we need to borrow a piece of somebody's heart, but we don't know how to find one. Elementary, my dear Oliver. In times like these, just look to your locket. How do you mean? Well, not only can it carry pieces of heart, the locket is also extremely sensitive to their proximity. It will glow when they are nearby. Tidy, so we could use it to track down some enthusiasm then, ain't it? Let me tell you a little more about that locket of yours. You will see that it has a habit of glowing brightly from time to time. This is how it reacts in the presence of those who possess one of the heart's virtues in abundance. Incidentally, those with pieces of hearts to spare will also glow a verdant green on the mini-map in the top right of your screen. Neato! It will not serve to tell you which of the virtues the subject has in excess, but it should still prove exceedingly useful to you nonetheless. I just know it will. Now sally forth and seek ye your piece of heart, young adventurer. Thank you so much, Mr. Tellingstone, sir. If you ever find yourselves in need of knowledge again, you may consider me wholly at your service. Farewell for now, my friends. Righto, Ollie boy. Let's have a look around for someone with a drop of enthusiasm to spare then, shall we? Your locket glows up all of a sudden, we know we're on the right track. Got it. Let's go, Mr. Drippy. So now we have an idea of where to find people with enthusiasm, and I think it even shows on the map. It doesn't seem like anybody around here has any enthusiasm to spare. But yeah, the NPC dots, whenever one of them is green, then they have like a virtue that we can take from them with using Take Heart. Fortunately, none of these people right here have one, though I'm pretty sure the star is going to give us an indication on where to go. It's one thing I don't like. It just would have been nice if the star just disappeared for certain parts. Just like, okay, you gotta look for this person for this specific thing. Go ahead and do it. But, I don't know. I guess, like I mentioned before, the whole beginner-friendly thing, I guess that's to make sure it stays like that. But would have been nice for this little section. Just like, look for somebody like that, you know? And I think, no, not this guy. But of course, yeah, we're gonna have to check over here. Look, Mr. Drippy, the locket, it's glowing. Tidy! Then there's someone around here with a piece of heart to spare, ain't it? Looking like that kid is. And the only person around by here is him. Look at him, man. He could barely stand still. He's so eager. Jackpot! I mean, you think he has some enthusiasm to spare? That I do, my lad. I bet my lantern on it. Let's go and get it, shall we? Alright, may as well ask him then. How do, Saucepan Head? I don't suppose you fancy doing us a favor, do you? Hey, stop distracting me. I'm busy. Busy? What are you busy doing exactly? Protecting the town from the mice, of course. Mice? Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about the mice who lived in Ding Dong Dell. These mice are a menace. They're always running around, getting up to no good. But the grown-ups are too lazy to do anything about it. Most of them hardly notice when the mice steal things, and the ones that do don't seem to care. Well, Tommy Stout is not going to stand for it. I know the mice all live down in the wells, so I'm standing guard here. Any mouse that comes this way is in for a battering. Well, we're right about this one. He's bursting with enthusiasm. Over to you, Ollie boy. What are you talking about? Well, King Tom seems to be really short on enthusiasm right now. And that's where you come in, Tommy boy. You've got loads of the stuff. If we give some of it to King Tom, the whole town should sort itself out quick sharp. Yeah, so we were wondering if you could share some of your enthusiasm with us. Of course, I'd do anything to help the king. Thanks, Tommy. Yeah, let's steal some of that heart. Yeah. Wow, that was strange. Well, now I know what magic feels like. Strange? What do you mean? Non-wizarding types ain't used to spells, see, Ollie boy. They don't know what to make of them half of the time. So, does this mean King Tom's going to be alright now, Oliver? Yes, and once the king's back to normal, everyone else should start feeling better too. That's right, man. Your enthusiasm's going to put a spring in everyone's step, ain't it? That's great to hear. Until then, though, I'd better stay here and keep an eye out for mice. Alright, see you later, Tommy. Alright, time to head back to the king. What do you have to say on... I never even talked to you, have I? See that raven-shaped shop over there? The Cottermaster sword. You could buy weapons and armor. Some of those axes are twice the size of most creatures. I wish I could have access to that sort of weaponry. Make way, enthusiasm coming through. Screw everything. You get over here, Kingy. I don't even know, man. Well, hoping it works. He is a big old fat cat. You again. One is becoming rather tired of these constant interruptions. Sorry, Your Majesty. It's just we have something for you. Yeah, we picked it out especially for you, Catface. It'll get rid of that tiredness of yours in no time. Give you a new lease of life, it will. Strong teeth, glossy fur. I'm not sure that's... that sounds just the ticket. This accursed fatigue will be the death of one. Dealing with all these visitors has taken its toll. Not to worry, Your Majesty. A little bit of enthusiasm is all you need, ain't it? Alright, let's give it to him. Are you sure you don't want anything else? Maybe one of these other 7 mysterious things? Okay, no you don't.
So, do you think it works?
Let's see, shall we?
What the devil was one up to?
Your Majesty, please tell us you're back to your old self.
Eh? Why, one is 10 times more energetic than one has ever been. But one feels different somehow.
This is your doing, is it not? Then you must be rewarded. Your Majesty, it seems that these brave adventurers have lifted the curse that was placed upon you.
What? Is this true?
Yes, Your Majesty. It appears that you were cursed with a lack of enthusiasm.
Is that so? One certainly didn't feel oneself for a while there. It seems one is in your debt.
What would you claim as your prize, Tidy, you know what to ask for, ain't it, Ollie boy? Oh, sure. We need a magic wand, Your Majesty. Is that so? Strangely, one feels as if one had had this conversation before. Now one thinks of it, there is a wand one prized very highly as a kitten hidden away safely in one's bedchamber. There is, eh? And one would be willing to part with it, but one will have to find it first. Return later on, and one shall present it to you. Cheapers, thank you very much, Your Majesty. So, boy, if you are in search of a wand, can one take it that you are perhaps a wizard? Indeed he is, Your Majesty, a shiny new apprentice wizard, who doesn't exactly know much magic, yet... Is that so? Then let one provide you with a spell or two. One's wand will be of little use without spells to cast, after all. Really, Your Majesty? That's so kind of you. Thank you very much. And now we have the Spring Lock spell. This will let us unlock those blue chests. Purple chests, not so much. And the Rejuvenate spell, I honestly cannot remember what this one does. Yo, you must enjoy the spells that inspired one so much in one's younger days. One that unlocks things and one that restores things to their former glory, eh? What did you get up to with these, Your Majesty? None of your business, Fairy. Now, boy, you travel with a familiar, do you not? One has sent word to the Quartermaster's store down in the town that you are to be given permission to shop there. The Quartermaster's store? What kind of place is that, Your Majesty? You're sure you're an adventurer? One cannot help but fear for the safety of such an innocent. No matter. The Quartermaster's store provides weapons and equipment for use of familiars. Why not go and browse the products on offer while one seeks out one's wand, We sure will, Your Majesty. Thank you very much. Now, one has plenty to attend to. Come and present yourselves to me once again in a short while. Alright, time to go check out that Quartermaster store, even though we were already in there before because we were trying to find that child, and then the dad told us we can really go in there and buy stuff there without the king's permission. Hello again, sir. Now I have the permission. Have a look around, you'll find something here with which to equip your familiars. Equip my familiars? How do you... I've already done this, though. I don't need to get an explanation. To ensure your familiars don't get caught short, you could give them a boost by equipping them with certain items. I don't want to crow, but you'll find plenty of items your familiars can equip among my wares. There are 3 types: weapons, armor, and accessories. Just remember that the items a familiar can equip vary according to its genus. It's not complicated, so don't get into a flap. The best way to learn is just to try equipping your familiars. But don't feel left out, will ya? Humans can, of course, equip items too. Select friends and familiars and press X to change the items you have equipped. Why not buy a matching set of items for you and your familiars? Birds of a feather stick together, after all. Okay, as soon as I have some money, I'll start buying some accessories and stuff. Sounds like this old bird has done a proper sales number on you, Ollie boy. Just remember that accessories ain't the only things you can equip. It's just like you can use all sorts of wands as well. Flippin' heck, man, speaking of wands, we need to go get your new wand off of King Tom, ain't it? Clean forgotten I had. Yeah, I guess he's probably found it by now. I reckon so, Ollie boy. Come on, let's head for the palace. First, let me buy things, please. Anyway, I think, yeah, the well-worn sword, we already have that for him. And I think, yeah, that's just the strongest thing we can get him. So, yeah, we saved 160 guilders just by doing those freaking errands. Thank you, game. And yeah, I think, like, mites can only equip shields as accessories. We could buy one of these. It's only gonna... Oh, but, yeah, he can't wear those. Well, Ollie can wear it, but at the same time, he doesn't really require attack. No, we're fine. We're nice and ready. We did all the preparations before we even made our way here. Jeez. So see, it pays to do those errands. It's just a bit of a pain in the ass when you have to go out of town to find certain items for those errands. But I think we'll be remedying that soon enough whenever we get to the next town, I think. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I'm trying to remember right now. But anyway, let's go check in with the king, and yeah, there's really not much else. But I wonder if anyone's taken notice that he's back to normal. I wonder. King Tom summoned me here from my village. Now people are saying he's gone missing. What? Okay, yeah, now I've already talked to you. It's a statue of one of King Tom's heroic ancestors. Perhaps our king can start following him in his footsteps now that he's got his enthusiasm back. Well, something like that. I wonder if these guys have anything to tell us. Dude with a freaking mustache, Jesus. So wait, are you telling me he vanished? Ah, jeez. Yep, doesn't look like he's here. Oh, jeez. This is not good, is it? Alright, what's his guard have to say at the very least? Yeah, he's freaking out a little too. Oh, it's you, thank goodness. You have to help us. Something terrible has happened. flippin' heck, man, don't tell me King Tom's gone and got his heart broken again. No, no, His Majesty's heart is in good working order, as far as I know. As far as you know? After you restored His Majesty's missing enthusiasm, he was determined to find his old wand so they could give you to you by way of a reward. So determined, in fact, that he said he would go and look for it himself. Well, that's good, ain't it? What's all the fuss about? His Majesty has disappeared. Eh? The gatekeepers swear he hasn't left Ding Dong Dell, and yet he's nowhere to be found. I smell a rat by here, Ollie boy. Well, I suppose there's only one thing for it, eh? What's that, Mr. Drippy? A spot of investigating, innit? Righto, Helmet Face. You and your mates keep an eye on the castle. We're going looking for clues. Yes, understood. Where do we look, Mr. Drippy? Don't worry, Ollie boy. You know the place. You know it very well, in fact. Come on, I'll tell you more when we're outside. Okay. Where are we going, Mr. Drippy? What's this about somewhere I know real well? What do you think, clever clogs? Motorville, ain't it? Motorville? But what does Motorville have to do with finding the king? Well, the answer ain't always going to be over by here, Ollie boy. Huh? What does that mean? You gotta remember the whole soulmate thing, ain't it? What we see here in this world ain't always the whole picture. Soulmates. Okay. Think about it, Ollie boy. Why are you here in our world? Here, eh? To save my mom. Exactly, and your mom is the great sage Alicia's soulmate, right? And we're trying to free Alicia from the soul snare over by here so we can help your mom back over by there, ain't it? Well, that's what you told me, Mr. Drippy. And I wasn't fibbing, so people in your world and my world are connected, not just Alicia and your mom, all people. They are? So... Exactly, there's clever of you. There's someone over in your world who's connected to King Tom over by here. When someone in our world is in a potch, you can sometimes find out how to help them for their soulmate over in your world. Because they're connected, see? Obvious when you think about it, ain't it? So somebody in my world is King Tom's soulmate, huh? That's right, but maybe not a person, and maybe not in such a lofty position as our friend the Cat King. Huh? Well, Shopkeeper's Cat and King Ding Dong Dell ain't exactly similar status-wise, is it? Shopkeeper's Cat? I don't think Flippin' heck, man, it's like pulling teeth! Okay, so soulmates can look and even act the same, right? We've covered that already. So when you first saw King Tom, you instantly thought to yourself, hello, hello, here's the spitting image of Timmy the Cat he is. I did? So you mean that King Tom is... King Tom and Timmy Toldrum are... But Miss Layla's cat? There's clever of you. Better late than never. But Timmy's just a cat. Exactly, just like our pal King Tom. What's so strange about that? Cracky, you're not very perceptive for a youngster, are you? If two people are soulmates, there'll be similarities somewhere. You've got to keep an open mind and a peeled eye. Spot the similarities and you'll find the soulmate. Gee, I never knew. So, Timmy, huh? Timmy indeed, my lad. If we can find that fat old furball, we might get a clue as to where King Tom's got himself into. So magic us up a gateway and get us over to your world, shall we? You remember how, don't you? Sure I do. Let's go see how everybody back in Motorville is doing. Yeah, I think I'm going to call that for a part, though. I think I've been at this for a while now. Just keep everything all in one part, you know. All this stuff with the king and the cats and the whatnot. Look for Timmy and Motorville. Yeah, I really need some enthusiasm badly. Not for this game. I'm just freaking... What's the word? I'm really lethargic. And not because of this game at all. It's just... I'm just lethargic in general. I've been working like 5 or 6 days in a row. And today's about to be the 7th day. Please give me strength to work this Valentine's Day. And yes, I'm recording this on Valentine's Day. The busiest day of the year for where I work at right now. An Italian restaurant, if you're still wondering. Anyway, I'm gonna go rest now. I got a long day ahead of me. Next time on Let's Play Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, we're gonna go back to Motorville and look for Timmy Toldrum. So, see you guys then.